Hi Pisces, this is your love reading. I guess I want to say for the month of August, but I do appreciate we are nearing the end of the month. But as I always say, you'll hear the messages at the time you're supposed to hear them. But I am sorry about the delay with your reading. It's just that, kind of at the moment, the way I'm kind of living life is if I feel that I want to do something else, because I do these readings in my free time. I work a 40-hour week, and so when I have free time, normally on my days off, I do these readings for YouTube. And I love doing these readings. But there are times when, you know, family may come to visit, or I'm invited to go somewhere, or I just want to relax, but for whatever reason there are times when those things happen. And some months ago I wouldn't have allowed those things to interfere. I would have pushed those things to a side and I still would have done the readings. But these last few months have taught me some very valuable lessons. So now I won't do that. So sadly, it does mean that sometimes the readings are late or they're not always completed. And I can only apologise for that. But I think there comes a time in life when you have to look after yourself, and you have to honour your own well-being. But that being said, Pisces, this is your reading, okay? So I'm using the 9-card spread. The card that we do have here at the centre, and by the way, I've got new cards. That's the Witch's Tarot. I've just done a personal reading for a friend. But aside from that, this is only the second time of using these cards. So we have here the Four of Pentacles. And this is a card that deals with holding on. So what are we holding on to here? Are you holding on to the idea of being with this person? Are we holding on to the relationship, to the person? Are we holding on too tight? Is there something to do with finances and security linked in this Four of Pentacles as well? Up the top here, the first card, we've got the Three of Wands. So there is growth here, as you can see on these wands, okay? We've got these flowers that are sprouting out. But we've come from the Two of Wands, which is choosing, okay? Which direction we're going to go. Three of Wands, we've made that choice. But now we're waiting to see how things are going to work out. Some say we're waiting for our ship to come in. But in this instance, I feel that maybe you were at a crossroads at some point with this relationship, or maybe the other person was. But the Three of Wands is having made the decision and being prepared to see how it's going to go. But next to it, we have the Nine of Swords. Now, this is being in our own head a lot. Having a concern, a fear, a worry, overthinking. Next to it, we have a card that's called the Shadow Side. This is actually the Devil. The Devil card, as we know, can talk about negativity, negative thinking, a negative mindset. With the Nine of Swords being there, is that what it is? Is it that, there is some growth in this relationship? This relationship does have potential, but are you in some way damaging that with negativity? Are you allowing negative thoughts to start to creep in? Do you have a particular worry or concern that everything is going to go wrong? The other aspect as well with the shadow side, the devil card, is it can talk about sex and lust. Are you fearing that this relationship is based more on sex than it is emotions? Now, just because you think that or fear that, it doesn't mean it's true. But again, is that something that's there? Is that something that you are thinking? So moving down here, as well as the Four of Pentacles, we have the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands deals with our security, our foundations. It can be a card of celebration, of moving in with somebody, of an engagement, of a marriage. Is this what you're holding on to? You're holding on to this idea, this thought, this dream that this relationship is going to offer you that type of security. But the other side of you, the shadow side, is thinking the worst. We have the Six of Cups here. Now, yes, the Six of Cups, people say, can be somebody from your past coming back. No, I don't see that with this particular reading. The Six of Cups is a card that deals with our memories. Looking back, fond and happy memories, the card's upright. Reminiscing. So again, is it something from your past here, Pisces? Is it that there's a memory from your past? It could be something like, how can I say? It could be something to do with having these memories of your parents' marriage. And, this happy childhood that you had, and how maybe your parents' marriage seemed very happy, very idyllic. Maybe you're holding on to that belief, that memory, that you can have the same type of relationship / marriage. The Six of Cups, it could be that there's some memories, some looking back at this relationship. When, looking back at all the happy times that you've had before this negativity set in. Maybe you need to go back and remember the good times. Because, with these cards being up here, I feel at the moment, mentally, you're in a bit of a dark place when it comes to this relationship. So maybe you do need to go back and think a little bit about the good times. On the last row, you have the Hermit. So the Hermit goes within himself. He wants answers. But he's only going to find those answers within himself. It's about doing some reflecting, okay? Some soul searching. Next to the Hermit, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this Knight comes in. He's the slowest Knight. And he comes in, but he's offering what he offers is practical, is real. It's to do with our material world, our practical world. It's a very grounded energy. This knight is very slow because he's very methodical. He crosses all the T's, he dots all the I's. So is it a case that this relationship moving forward, moving towards more commitment, more security, it maybe does feel as though it's taken time? And maybe that's why there's been this element of negative thinking that's crept in. But maybe after some soul searching, some reflecting, you will start to see that this is just in your mind. It's not a reality. Your last card is called Karma, but this is judgment. And judgment can be that awakening where, yes, it can be making that final judgment call, yes, but it can be an awakening in the sense of being able to see something, do something. I think that for some reason here, Pisces, negative thoughts have started to creep in. I think that the commitment, the security that you are looking for, holding on to and wanting from this relationship is maybe it is taking time or has taken time. And maybe that has allowed negativity to creep in here. But I personally don't see this relationship coming to an end. But I do think that you're going to need to change your mindset and the way you are viewing this relationship. Okay, Pisces, that is your reading. Once again, apologies for being late. I hope it makes sense to you, and thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.